In Kenya, baboons have become a relentless threat, raiding maize fields, tearing into rooftops, and smashing windows to reach stored food. Their coordinated attacks can wipe out an entire harvest in minutes, with some farms losing up to 87% of their crops, pushing families into financial hardship. In urban edge areas, these intelligent intruders invade kitchens, overturn trash cans, and damage property, causing hundreds of thousands of US dollars in losses each year. During drought, the problem worsens as baboons push deeper into human settlements, increasing the risk of injury and driving up repair costs.
Make sure it's live.
There we go. Oh, get him.
With damage rising every year and victims often receiving no compensation, how can Kenya effectively protect its people and property from these persistent invaders? Let's explore in this video. Baboons are among the most intelligent and challenging animals to hunt with a bow, and their sharp eyes and organized behavior make the task both exciting and difficult. In Kenya, where baboons often raid farms and damage property, bow hunting can be an effective way to control their numbers. The key to success starts long before you draw your bow. It begins with studying their patterns. Baboons usually travel the same paths from their sleeping cliffs to feeding grounds, and careful observation over a few days will reveal their timing and habits. Knowing when and where they will appear is the foundation for a successful hunt.
Perfect.
Once you understand their movements, setting up a proper ambush becomes the next step. The best locations are along well-used trails, near water points, or beside farm edges where raids are common. Your hiding place should blend naturally into the surroundings. Thick bushes, termite mounds, or shaded tree cover work perfectly.
See?
Always position yourself downwind so your scent doesn't alert them. Camouflage clothing, a still posture, and quiet breathing are essential, because even one wrong move can send the whole troop scattering before you have a chance to shoot. When the baboons appear, patience is your greatest weapon. Bows are silent, but movement is not, and baboons detect even the smallest motion. Move slowly, draw only when you have a clear shot, and avoid letting sunlight glint off your gear. The most effective target is the heart-lung area, just behind the front shoulder, ensuring a quick and ethical kill. Using a draw weight of at least 50 pounds and a sharp broadhead will give enough penetration to bring the animal down swiftly. While headshots can drop a baboon instantly, they require expert accuracy and leave no room for error. Beyond the common ambush, there are lesser-known tactics that can give bow hunters an advantage. Baiting with fruit or maize in a clear shooting lane can lure a cautious troop into range, especially if the spot has been left undisturbed for a few days. Shadow hunting following the troop from a distance and slipping ahead to intercept can also work, but demands good stamina and knowledge of the terrain. tree stand, rarely used for baboons, can hide both your scent and your movement, letting you shoot from above where they least expect danger. Some hunters even use juvenile baboon distress calls to trigger curiosity and draw in adults for a closer look. Bow hunting baboons is not only about skill but also about respecting the animal and the land. Each shot should be deliberate and each hunt well planned, ensuring that every arrow released serves its purpose without waste or suffering. For farmers in Kenya facing heavy crop losses and property damage, these methods offer a way to protect livelihoods while practicing ethical hunting. The combination of patience, stealth, and creative tactics turns the challenge into a rewarding pursuit, one that demands both discipline and respect for one of Africa's smartest wild adversaries. In West Africa, lions are causing serious economic damage to rural communities living near protected areas. In villages bordering parks like the Wrli Panjari complex, these predators often break into livestock enclosures at night, killing goats, cattle, and donkeys in brutal attacks. This year alone, farmers have suffered over $275,000 in losses from killed animals, destroyed fencing, and emergency repairs. Entire herds can vanish overnight, leaving families without income or food security. Many are forced to invest in costly defenses or abandon traditional grazing lands altogether. As wild prey declines, lions are increasingly targeting farms, turning survival into a daily struggle. So how can we protect both people and lions? What practical solutions exist to reduce this growing conflict? Let's explore in this video. Hunting lions with guns is a risky encounter between humans and one of nature's most fearsome predators. Every step into the savannah is a step into the unknown. Lions are not animals that show fear. They watch in silence, stalk without a sound, and attack without hesitation. A successful hunt requires more than just pulling a trigger. It demands calm under pressure, deep understanding of lion behavior, and the ability to read terrain like a second language. This is where true hunters prove themselves not by luck, but by control, courage, and wise decisions in a harsh environment. Before stepping into lion territory, your most important decision begins with the rifle in your hands. Lions are fierce, muscular beasts with thick bones and the will to fight back when wounded. That's why seasoned hunters often use heavy rifles like the .375 HMH Magnum, considered the minimum caliber for lions, or upgrade to the .416 Rigby or .458 Lock when preparing for close encounters. These rifles are not just about power, they're about survival. You also need to use soft point bullets, designed to expand on impact. They cause maximum internal damage, which is essential if you want to stop a lion quickly and avoid a deadly counterattack. But even with the right gun, your shot still carries great importance. Lions do not forgive poor aim. The most effective target is the heart-lung area, located just behind the lion's front leg. A well-placed shot here will often take the animal down within seconds, especially if it is broadside.
Reload. Okay, wait. Okay, let's go closer a little bit more. Okay, just to the right there. That's it. That's a good shot. That's a good. We're gonna give you a few minutes to have your time with your animal. It's a great line.
But lions don't always offer perfect angles. Sometimes they face you head-on or turn away, which changes your aiming point. Headshots, while dramatic, are extremely dangerous. A lion's skull is thick and sloped bullets can glance off, leaving the animal injured and enraged. This is not a situation you want to face. Accuracy and discipline must guide your finger, because a bad shot doesn't just ruin the hunt, it could cost you your life. One technique that few novice hunters take seriously is using wind direction. Lions have a highly sensitive sense of smell, and if they catch your scent before you spot them, the hunt is over. Always hunt with the wind in your face. This allows you to get closer without being detected. It's a quiet advantage that separates patient hunters from careless ones.
You ready, Stefan? Take me. Alright, shot here again. Reload. We got you.
Many hunts fail not because the hunter can't shoot but because the lion never let him get close enough. Wind awareness is simple but powerful, and when combined with stealth and patience, it will greatly increase your chances. As you approach the prey, the final approach becomes a dance of silence and strategy. Use the surroundings: trees, termite mounds, tall grass, and rocks to conceal your movement. Avoid stepping on dry twigs or loose stones, as they may reveal your position. Stay low, breathe slowly, and never take your eyes off the surroundings.
Tracks were very fresh and we bumped into the lion within 50. The black thorn bush was extremely thick and with temperatures almost hit.
Lions can disappear into waist-high grass and reappear behind you without a sound. When the moment comes and you finally see the lion, everything will happen quickly. You may have only one opportunity, one single chance to make it count. This is where hours of preparation meet a single decision. Hunting lions with guns is not about recklessness or trophies, it's about facing something primal. You confront danger with nothing but your intelligence, your rifle, and your determination. It demands respect for the animal, the land, and the risks involved. Lions give no warnings.
The cat keeps on running.
Good. Well done, Ron. Thanks.
They test every flaw in your judgment and punish hesitation. But for those who walk this path with care, courage, and purpose, it is one of the most unforgettable challenges in nature. This is not just hunting, it's a battle of wills, where only the prepared claim victory. What do you think of this hunt?
Take it there. Yep. Okay, shoot him. Reload. Good shot, man.
Was it thrilling? Did it make you feel excited while watching? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming hunts. In the heart of Africa, a silent war is raging, one that pits determined hunters against cunning hyenas. After a relentless wave of livestock attacks that left many communities in fear and economic distress, local authorities had no choice but to fight back. In response, a bold and government-approved hunting campaign was launched, aiming to restore safety and stability to rural life. But this is no ordinary hunt. Every step is planned, every tactic calculated. So what are the strategies behind this high-stakes mission? Let's uncover them together through the compelling footage that follows. Because hyenas are predominantly nocturnal, hunters have adapted by embracing specialized night hunting strategies. Pursuing hyenas with firearms after dark is no longer just a test of bravery, it's a calculated operation where precision, technology, and field expertise converge. Under the cloak of night, when these cunning predators are most active, traditional daylight tactics prove ineffective. That's why modern hunters rely on cutting-edge tools like thermal imaging and night vision optics. These technologies don't merely enhance visibility, they transform the entire experience, turning darkness into a tactical advantage where every heat signature could reveal the presence of a stealthy hyena. But spotting the target is just the first move. The choice of weapon plays a decisive role in a successful hunt. Most hunters rely on high-caliber rifles like the .308 or .243 Winchester, which deliver both stopping power and accuracy from long range. In places where it's permitted, suppressors are used to muffle the sound and avoid startling nearby animals. These choices aren't made lightly, they reflect the reality that hyenas are tough, fast, and rarely alone. A single mistake could let them escape or draw the attention of the entire pack. To lure hyenas into range, hunters often employ a blend of traditional baiting and modern electronic calls. Carcasses are positioned in open areas near hyena trails, while speakers play recorded sounds of distress calls or rival packs. This mix of audio and scent taps directly into the hyena's instincts, curiosity, hunger, and territorial dominance. However, even the most convincing setup can fail without timing and patience. Hyenas are clever and suspicious, often circling the area multiple times before approaching. Camouflage and positioning are just as critical. Most hunters set up in blinds or on elevated stands near the bait site, carefully choosing locations based on wind direction and cover. Staying downwind is non-negotiable. One trace of human scent can send the entire group fleeing. In this environment, stillness becomes a strategy, and silence is the most important weapon. Every decision, from where to sit to how to breathe, can determine success or failure. Even after the trigger is pulled, the challenge isn't over. Hyenas are notoriously resilient, capable of traveling long distances after being wounded. That's why tracking and retrieval skills are essential. Hunters must understand hyena movement patterns, escape behavior, and the terrain itself. All of this unfolds under strict legal regulations designed to ensure ethical practices and wildlife balance. In the end, hunting hyenas at night is not about domination, it's about discipline, strategy, and working within nature's boundaries to manage a cunning and powerful predator.